Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Tactical Breach Wizards, where we're starting to feel awfully powerful. And I'm a little bit worried about the kinds of things the game is going to have to put together to challenge us, because even as powerful as we are, I kind of don't want to fight that stuff. Let's see how much worse it can get. Alright, this'll do nicely. The rest of our people will be here by morning, and they'll take the lead on the villa op. That gives us some time to talk counter-heist. The rest of Mediel sees this invasion as an extinction-level event, and I can't say for sure it's not. But it's my job to think 5 moves ahead, and I think it might be the best chance we've ever had to secure lasting peace in Mediel. And it all comes down to your mana-burning friend, Bori Kesh. Well, that's us fucked. Maybe, but let's start simple. When Kennedy hits the reserve, will she bring him? Oh, for sure. She's a caster down without me, and she can't afford to bench the crew she's got left. Great, so we get him in the building for free. But the real target is the mines. They're directly below the building. We just need to figure out how we get him down there. Okay, so what if Liv had a reason to send him there? Okay, interesting. What's his skill set? Burning mana. Okay, well, their main objective is to secure the mana, so I don't love it yet. Oh, wait, that's not all. In Kalan, she sent him to block off chapel reinforcements. We helped him do it. Do you have secret reinforcement tunnels leading into the mines? No. Ah, damn. But Kennedy doesn't have to know that. No, this is good. We can work with this. Okay, well, did Control let that courier get intercepted yet? Later tonight. Ask them to hold off a couple hours. I'm going to draw up some defense plans for these imaginary tunnels, and I want them added to the packet before Reactor finds it. A deal. Okay, so then how are we going to get Bori to actually light it up? That's a problem for another night. I've got maps to make. Everyone else should get some rest. Tomorrow, we take back Mediel. It does kind of seem like he just really likes setting mana on fire. Honestly, it might not be that hard to figure it out. Alright. So. Villa Mediel is here. Wait, no, not this. Reactor just seized Villa Mediel. The Mediel militia. This is the force. Yeah, this is the force we were just working with. There are a lot of factions going on in this story. Before this week, Mediel's militia was officially cooperating with Reactor forces. In reality, they saw the full-scale invasion coming and have been quietly preparing for it any way they can. Our contact Moss heads up a cell tasked with looking beyond this invasion and finding ways to secure Mediel's future long-term. Our plan is to burn out the motherload of mana under the mines, removing the motive for this and any other invasions. I mean, it seems like a pretty solid plan. I mean, is our next move not dealing with the mana under the mines? Maybe I'm taking next move a little bit like... Wait, what was that from? Okay, there's other strings that have been connected already that are not that are not always visible. Okay, so like next, immediately next. Like this is where we're going. This is the plan, but we have a thing we want to do first. Okay. And why we need it. Because Mediel's defense network protects the mana mines in theory and is controlled from the villa. Right. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, apparently. What do we know about this? Mediel has a network of gun emplacements and anti-air countermeasures that can all be overseen from the villa, their seat of government. Whoever controls it controls access to South Mediel, including the mines. Okay, yeah, simple enough. I really like this as a tool for like making sure that the player is following the story and understands why things need to be done. Okay. And now it's time for Ryan's stress stream, apparently. Where half the time he's just a dog. Oh, fuck's sake. I finally get one of these head trip dreams, and my alter ego's stuck in ball licker mode. I mean, that's judgmental. Come on, mate. You know I don't have an ear for this when I'm upright. Okay, so you can't even understand the dog. You're doing my fucking head in. Let's just crack some skulls, yeah? Everybody in this game's like very British because the people who wrote it are very British, and I just don't have very British in me. Dream Ryan changes shape whenever you do. If you become a dog, he becomes human, and vice versa. Okay. That's interesting. So all we have to do here, actually, is reach the green zone. But it does everybody has to reach the green zone. In this dream, you can also trigger that change freely anytime. Okay, so does dog... Yeah, the dog does get to move incredible distances for free. Is it not just do the bite and then get in the green zone? It doesn't seem like I have to do anything else. What's the thing here? Defenestrate 3 hostiles with pulp, but like, what if I just left? Why would you not finish the mission that way? Who's going to defenestrate anybody? I guess if you're like really desperately looking for confidence because there's an outfit that you want on him that you haven't earned yet. We're getting close to the end of the game. This is an opportunity to take it. I don't know. That's bizarre. All right, come on, Len. Let's have it. What's on your loaf? I think you're too hesitant to open up to new friends. You know, buff. Still not getting it. You still grouchy about me trying to get the job on Kennedy? Look, yeah, it was a risk, and yeah, it didn't go our way. But I racked up some of our juiciest kills going with my gut. Can't go doubting it. Oh, this is frustrating. Alright, yeah, I'm getting it now. It's like you gotta hear through the bark, right? So, you're saying something else was driving my gut. Honestly, mate, I'm as surprised as you are. You know I'm all about the paper. Reckoned I'd stomach any gig once I signed on the proverbial. But she's coming for our fucking country? Nah, mate, he's even more British than the others are, though. Some poxy band of fly-by-nights, sure. I'd have cashed their check and pissed on their chips on the way out. But Kennedy's got the juice to clinch it. No, had to go for the throat. No time like the present. Sure, we got instantly beasted, but que sera, innit? That's just gibberish. British people, what are you doing? The the British use of "in it" as like a basically just like a question mark is so strange to me. Yeah, I know I'm prattling. Time for walkies. He's doing his best. He's doing his best to make time for walkies sound cool. Okay, this time we do actually have to interact with the enemies. Now, if we manage to put the rabid status effect on the Chapel Shepherd, would he still shoot when we attack people, or what exactly is the text of rabid? Hostile to everyone. My guess is, yeah, that would probably work. If we made this guy rabid, he would stop protecting his team, I think. So we could run in here, kick this door open. And then Ryan could just, the one who does that can just duck behind this cover. We don't really have people in good position to be spore bombed. Yeah, this is a tough one. Don't love additional riot priests coming through the doors either. All right, so if I have you run over here. That's right, I kind of forgot that the breach also causes you to automatically stand in front of the door, which is almost never the thing you want to be doing. Okay, so now that you've been bitten, let's test this theory. Okay, good. I don't know that that's necessarily what I want to do, but we know that it works. This guy does not shoot at us now. I could pull this down and kill his... oops, sorry, I didn't mean to actually do it. I was just talking out loud. You know, unlike the way you usually talk. We do also now technically, like, because this door is gone, there's no doorway over here. We do have a rapid bite path to anyone we want. Where is it going to make sense? I mean, there's definitely some value in killing the Chapel Absolver, even if we don't particularly care about Esteban, just because I don't want him distributing invulnerability to new enemies next turn. But, like, there is so much damage that we need to deal here, and I don't know how we're going to do it. We have some explosives we can pull. I mean, it's easy enough to kill the little guys. So, Dog Ryan hasn't actually spent an action yet. We are in a position here where we could, like... we could blow somebody up and then do the rabid bite, and then that would leave this guy in a position where he can also pull somebody. Although his vision is pretty limited. But, like, if I just kill you and then run over and deliver a rabid bite to you. Okay, he acts before that guy does, so I don't actually even have to do much more. Like I'm saying, we probably should kill this guy for good measure. And then, honestly, I kind of think we're good. I think that's a good setup. So this guy is just completely ignorable. We don't have to think about him at all. We do still have an awful lot of hit points running at us, though. These guys have grouped up pretty nicely for the Spore Bomb. It is unfortunately only 4 damage. Yeah, I kind of think I'm just going to do it again. Right, it puts that guy away. It makes that guy extremely vulnerable. It's weird that he has action 1 and this guy... Well, this guy's action is not listed because when this guy moves, he's going to move out of charge range. And so the other dude's not going to bother attacking. So we can fix that by just running over here. And now we just let that dude do his thing, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, he actually is going to target me. Right, he wasn't targeting me because I'm a dog, not because he hates our enemies so much. Well, in that case, I'm just going to move to here. Let's let him run off and do that, and then obviously we're going to be throwing up some brittling darts. I would really like to apply another point of brittle before doing this grab. But I think I'm just going to do it. So that we can then form swap. you can run over here and brittling dart. And actually just, like, weakest possible spell bomb this guy a couple of times. That's good enough. And hey, we got our confidence goal and everything. More because it was useful than because I wanted it. Yeah, I still think you need to let yourself make friends. His voice is less gruff when he's a dog. With the shit hat brigade? Fuck that. But hang on, I clocked you. I still heard the yap, but I actually caught your drift. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely not palling it up with these losers. Okay, so what's the plan? Solo till we die? Nah, you got your mates at the park. That's your thing, not mine. Okay, so what's your thing? Dying alone? You and I made a murderer's row of enemies, Ryan. No room left for friends. Okay, that sounds like a cool thing to say, but I don't think it actually makes sense. That means more reason for friends. Look, I know you like them. I know you trust them. You can't help it. It's who you are. But you still don't really get humans. You don't know how fast, how hard they turn on you. Yeah, well, I mean, I know because there's some sense because we do it, right? You should, but that happy little pea brain of yours can't seem to lock it in. And that's why I'm here, Ryan, to stop you giving your loyalty to the wrong folks. But you think they're all the wrong folks. How many times, mate? How many times have you got to get kicked in the ribs before you show your damn teeth? Well, how many times did it take to break you? Alright, that's out of order. Maybe. Or maybe you're not broken. And if you stay solo, you never have to find out, I guess. But I'm ready to find out. Alright, that's enough psychotherapy with Dr. Bollock breath. But keep nipping at me, you smug little shit. He will. It is kind of interesting to have this, like, this gruff mercenary badass character also have just like a happy friendly dog personality and have the two brains sort of fighting for fighting for priority of which emotions get felt which ways. That's a really neat characterization I don't think I've seen before. So we do need to knock out all of the enemies and seal all of the doors. We don't have a huge number of ways of cheating our distance on this one. If we save rabid bites for next turn, we'll be able to rabid bite to the two guys who come in through these doors and then run to the doors afterward. So that's something. We did not ever take the impaling vine upgrade that lets you use it as a grappling hook, because obviously that would be super helpful here. Well, whatever. It's going to be fine. I do think that a spore bomb in this location seems like a pretty obvious win. Okay. So we grab the intel and we just let everything open, I guess. I don't love this reinforcement door getting to open, but there's not really anything we can do about it, I think. Wow, y'all sure do run all the way inside. Alright, so let's have you rabid bite this guy. Leaving you in position to... Well, hold on, I might not want to swap forms just yet. I know we're going to move here and we're going to do some stuff once we have swapped. But is there anything else that I want you to do? I think I am just going to go ahead and throw the brittling dart up. Ow. Okay, that guy does have line of sight through the window, I guess. I thought for sure I was safe on that one. All right, well that can wait. I am just going to do the transformation now. Okay, so while you are human form, you are sealing a door. You're grabbing intel. You are killing that nerd with impaling vine. And can't quite hit the brittling dart from where I'm at. Alright, then I gotta swap forms so that I can seal this door. And I feel like that's a pretty good start. Yeah, I think this is worth doing. Let's just blow this up on this guy. Oh, right. No, it does a point of damage and then it pulls. Well, I can pull him directly. Although, that's going to get me shot. Never mind. I don't want to do that. Oh, actually, no, never mind. This guy's rabid. He's no longer friendly to this dude, so... yeah, brittling dart into impaling vine. Let's remove his armor, and should be pretty straightforward from there. If I throw this over here, it does regard the explosive canister as a target. But then we're going to have to hit him again anyway. There's no sense in using this right now. We can probably get away without using it at all, frankly. Ooh, see, that's a very juicy situation. Because, like, a spore bomb at this point, on the three of them, that's pretty good, right? Neither one of us is getting particularly close to that door this turn. May as well start working on this guy. There we go. Okay, simple as that. I didn't even look at what my confidence goal was there. 10 damage with one spore bomb. Well, we sure did. Yeah, the fact that the spore bombs consider, like, nearby explosives and stuff to be a target for the purpose of increasing their value is so good. That's such a powerful thing. After a lifetime of betrayal, Ryan still struggles to draw a clear line between friends and enemies. But the virulent explosive fungal growths created by his spore bomb can do that no problem now. And we're just going to have to call that progress. Okay, allies in the blast area aren't affected but still add to the target count. That is an absolutely wonderful way for that to work. What a powerful upgrade. Oh, hey, we get to talk about his accent. Which kind of British accent is that? Sorry, fake British accent. Your accent. North Shore, right? What culture? I guess you'd say I'm a shorefin. They gave me a place. But it's not your lineage. Ah, shorefin don't care about that shit. That's Heartland, all those fancy fuckers. So your folks... Never knew them. I was left on the beach like litter till some old git took me in. No love lost? Well, I mean, plenty from me. I loved him like a dad, even when he'd kick the shit out of me. Ah, a scumbag. Yeah, he was, but Lil Ryan didn't know words like that. And what did you do? Well, I kept trying to make him like me. I didn't get it. At least till he broke my leg. You know, something else snapped then. I still couldn't turn on him. I just looked up at the old bastard, wishing I could. Wishing I had a scrap of his cruelty. And that's how I unlocked. You turned into a dog to be cruel. I'm missing something. Well, keep at it. You'll get there. Dogs can be vicious, sure, but not out of cruelty. Cruelty's a more human... Oh, wait. Did it click? That's actually really interesting. Yeah, I got it. So, the old git, you were his... I mean, say it. It's not a slur. Dog. Bingo. You don't get to pick your human any more than your folks. Loyalty ties you to them, tighter than blood. And if you get tied to the wrong fucker, well, you gotta break free any way you can. you spend most of your time human. Why? Dog years are a bitch. I age at 6 speed down there. I gotta get some mileage out of these boyish good looks first. So, what did you do to him? You're human. Nothing fancy. Chokeslam, gut kicks, strangled him with my leash. I'd never felt rage before. Fights had always been play. I didn't have the loaf to control it yet. Now I wish I broke his arm, but I didn't hit my poetic justice phase, still 22. Your first kill? Yeah, I got a taste for it when I'm upright. Mafia work was the outlet. But back on all fours, the red mist always clears. Can't even make myself bite unless I pretend we're only playing. Sounds nice. No, it's a fucking liability is what it is. Bollock Breath has absolutely no radar for who's gonna fuck him over, even after all these years. Your lot talk about loyalty like it's a virtue. You shit on people who change sides. Loyalty's a leash. The tighter you tie it, the faster you choke. Anyone who walks away from a bad scene gets a backslap from me. I had to change species to get that kind of power. You fuckers all get it for free. So, what's your stance on people who pull you back from the grave? Counts for something. Tells me you might do it again. Tells me it's worth sticking near you, long as our goals are copacetic. Stop, I can only take so much raw emotion. What can I say? I'm a practical animal. So, no one deserves loyalty. Sticking with good people doesn't take loyalty, it's just smart play. Loyalty is what ties you to the bad ones. That's interesting. Oh, I appreciate the candor. Anytime. Yeah, that's a really interesting way to characterize that. To have the like basically likes everybody body be the base one, and have the other one emerge from a moment where he didn't just need to fight, but he really wanted to be able to fight. All right, here we go. This is it. Vesker, you guys take the east wing. Wait for our signal to breach, then work your way toward the council chambers. We are going to come at it from every side, but there won't be time to resync, so just go at your own pace. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Okay, that sounds like gibberish, but whatever bakes your cake. It is fairly decent advice in my experience. Trying to go fast is what screws you up. All right, we're locked off here. Can you guys help? Same this side. Then I guess we do this carefully. All right, is that a normal shotgunner? Yeah, okay. They all look that beefy from an eye to eye sort of view. Okay, so couple of reinforcement doors. Although no reinforcements right this second, it looks like. Finished by the end of turn 2. How are we going to close this stuff up quickly enough? How are we going to deal with the snipers or the Overwatch guys? Well, obviously, like Spore Bomb and Impaling Vine with their infinite range, we can definitely just kill this dude with an Impaling Vine, pulling him into that display case, which then gives us, you know, a number of different ways to deal with that guy. Yeah, I don't hate that. You know what? Okay, hold on a second. I will be right back. A little real life thing has cropped up here. Okay, sorry about that. What is up with the real world? Does it not understand that video games always take priority? Come on now. All right, so we got to get through a couple of reactor snipers. There's a couple of reinforcement doors that have an awful lot of reinforcements coming through them. This one doesn't even have a number on it. I guess it's just forever. In theory, this is finishable by the end of turn 2. I guess that's good to know, at least. But what are we going to do here? It's easy enough from this door to affect that sniper. They don't have any of the they don't have any of the shepherds or anything. There's not going to be any reactive fire. We do have some big guns, but I think this should be easy enough. Like, is it not just Ryan uses Impaling Vine? I mean, I guess I'd rather use Impaling Vine on other things. If I swap these two. Yeah, the breach here. Have Zan do the breach. Because we did pick up the bonus damage, finally. This is just like the world's most straightforward kill, right? And it's hard to imagine, you know, like Zan's attack is like the one thing that we often don't actually even find a use for. So I'm fine starting there. Another thing I'd really like to do is get Zan into this area, pointed at this door before we hit the open console, so that he can get that free predictive shot off. So now these three have the ability to run into this room and take this guy out in some way. The question is, which way do we want to do it? Three health is a little awkward. Obviously, I could, like, swap him. Well, we don't have any access to mana over here, do we? So mana is extremely scarce. Even more reason to get that predictive shot off. Static Blast plus a Gale Grenade will do it, obviously. Nobody else really has an easy way over there. Sedative Cocktail plus Static Blast would also get the job done. We probably don't have to worry about this guy. I think this Reactor Shotgunner is getting snaked by the vine, so... Yeah, maybe it's just Cocktail plus the other thing. So let's have Jen open the door, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not too worried about you. You'll be dead. Hold on. Can Banks? Banks cannot quite reach this. Can Jen? No. Nobody can quite make it to the door. Oh, the door has a reinforcement value above it now. So I'm thinking, like, I'm trying to figure out where we want to stand, because it looks like a Gale Grenade is going to be important here, right? To allowing us to seal everything up. So we could refresh Banks's move too if we wanted. I don't know how important it's going to be, though. Honestly, maybe it's Doll who runs up here to hit this. Yeah, refreshing Doll's move probably makes the most sense. Okay, so Banks still has to run into the room. I guess I may as well get all the way in here, and we can make some decisions afterward. Oh, except, did I just block off my line of sight? No, I didn't. Okay. We're good. So now that that's done, Ryan just runs in here somewhere. This guy's still got to get popped, which I don't 100% have a plan for. We can figure it out. We'll get there. Use Impaling Vine to pull you out of there. San runs up to here and sets up the predictive bolt before we press this button, which does terrible things to that guy and generates us some mana. Now, obviously, we have to kill this heavy guard, but I don't actually think that's going to be much of a problem. I could Rabid Bite... like Rabid Bite over to this guy. And then I'd be able to throw a Spore Bomb there, and that's just cleanup, right? Alright, change back. Oh, right, 4 HP. 4 HP and 5 HP are different, or 3 HP are different numbers, it turns out. Pretty critically different numbers. Still, though, there's a lot to be said for this approach. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, right, I was going to throw the grenade here. Banks isn't even in the position. Because, like, this is how we seal the door. And then I need somebody to come in here, reach this, and then lay down that lethal charge. That allows the rest of us through. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. We can throw down the false prophet over here from Zan, and obviously it will it'll kill that guy. Oh, actually, you know what? If I put it in a position, if I put it next to the mana, it'll get the mana for us. Support fire will finish the job, and now I can false prophet again, which might actually be really helpful. Okay, if I'm honest, not where I thought you were going to attack, but that's totally fine. Doll can move again. Oh, there's a point of intel to grab. I suppose it makes sense for... Yeah, I think it's okay for it to be Doll who does that. And then, like... I could use the other Gale Grenade to seal the other door, which I think I will. Trying to figure out how to kill this guy on turn 1, because I bet we can do it. I suppose a thing I could have done was... I maybe could have rigged it up to have Ryan take that point of mana off of Doll before throwing all the spore bombs and then do an embrittling dart on this guy, but whatever, we're fine. It's alright. If I let you move... The thing is, I don't know... Well, okay, if Doll can make it to here... Let's throw it on the Gale Grenade right there and see if that gives Doll... Oh, it lets me... Okay. It lets me just run all the way over and get adjacent like this. Ah, it does not let Jen get to the door. Shit. Well, you know what I could do? Here, I'm going to Gale Grenade here. Reset Doll's move, blow that up, and then Doll can just handle both of these problems. There you go. Video games have never been easier. No problem. We're clean, we're efficient, we're not letting Ryan get any more confidence because, let's be honest, he's definitely got more than he needs already. No, hold up. My foresight's on the fritz. Neutralizer fields. We're standing in one. I can feel it. Oh, perfect. Can't even cast a breaching glyph from here. Oh, it's a tight field. The other door should be fine. Still, wish I could take a look in there before we redeploy. We can. You can break craft suppression. Mate, there's windows in the door. Oh, yeah, right. You know, you get used to operating things a certain way. It makes sense. Alright, so we got one of our people inside. Just 2 damage, 2 health. Not very impressive. Okay. So somebody's going in this door. Can these be destroyed? Okay, they have health. They have 4 health, so we could knock them out. Obviously, it's pretty easy to put that shotgunner out a window. The question is, how do we make the other thing happen? With just these two, it actually is a little bit of a challenge to get through Reactor Heavy Gunner Lacayo. I guess the idea is that Ryan needs to be able to run to that guy for the bite, right? Let me redeploy you over to here. Breach. And then with a rabid bite, I can run to a position from which I can grab the mana eventually. It is a little unfortunate that I have to move again, but I don't think it matters very much where I move to. Change forms, grab the intel, brittling dart. And then an impaling vine is actually a pretty good amount of damage. But before we do that, we would definitely want to run Zan into the room. Because at this point, we're gonna actually break his armor off. So Zan's support fire is going to be a big deal. Oh, never mind. Right, the damage that was showing was just from the initial contact. Okay. Well, that handles that. And hey, it just so happens leaves Zan in a pretty good position to soften up whoever comes through that door next. Prevent 4 reinforcements in total. That says 12 on it. I think we're going to manage. All right, you can go turn off the neutralizer. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, that's a little disappointing. Obviously, we will prep the bolt. All right, and at this point, we don't have to get too fancy with it. Look at that. Doing more than 1 damage. Turns out to be cheat codes, basically. We are crushing it on Zan's confidence. Too bad it's not bleeding through to his characterization at all. Well, I don't like the look of the turrets in there. Obliterators. I saw a couple of these take out a tank one time. Cool, good. That's safe, nice. Tactics? Move more than a tank? Okay, what are we looking at here? So they got some stability. They don't actually do all that much damage. They are spiky, but they don't have the trait that the rocket, or rather the trait that the riot block has. Okay, and the rocket shot does 4 base damage. That's too much. Oh, it says it does deal 1 extra damage to things pushed into it. It doesn't have the little purple spikiness icon, though. Weird. Okay, so all we gotta do is seal up these 2 doors and, survive. Obviously, Banks' transference might be very relevant here. Do those things? Yes, they have vision all the way over here. And we don't have any consoles for turning them off or anything, so we are just going to have to break them. They only have a single point of stability. So the pull that Ryan's able to use will actually be pretty effective. We might, you know what? If I'm smart about this, we might be able to get this one out the window this turn. Like if Ryan runs to here and does an impaling vine, I wish all that stuff wasn't laid over top of it. We can get it into this row. And then obviously a 3-point push or a 2-point push twice or whatever would get it out of here. Jen can't reach the mana. She can reach that mana. I mean, honestly, I think that's a pretty reasonable start. We got a lot of enemies here who aren't actually going to do anything on this first turn unless we enable them to do so. So I grab the intel. Unfortunately, I now need to move myself. Or like I could do chain bolt. But the problem is I need to attack twice, right? And you're not going to be vulnerable to the sedative cocktail? Not affected by drugs, toxin, fire, or stuns. Yeah, drugs is definitely what we're looking at here. Alright. Well... Oh, a death's door. I'm such a goober. Totally forgot about the fact that death's door exists for a second there. Maybe we don't want to pull this. Maybe the right thing to do is... get you back in there. I can death's door twice per encounter. Can I do it twice in the same turn? These things don't have that that extra bigness trait. So if we go grab intel, chain bolt, hit you, bounce it back to Banks, and then up to you. Yeah, that just puts them both out of the puzzle. And it preserves my action because I used the because I targeted Banks with part of it. And then we hardly have anything that we have to deal with this turn. Jen can just blast you for lethal. None of the shotgunners are close enough to do any shotgunning. Just run up and like kill that one for the hell of it. May as well run all the way forward. Easy. Okay. Feeling pretty confident about that opening. Obviously we could have, if we had kept the rockets, there's a lot of fun work we could do with that. Part of me wants to just do a rabid bite over to here. This guy's got to go down at some point. Let's get you really, really slippery. Just pin your ass to the wall. Yeah, that unfortunately is not quite going to be lethal. I really do want to use my rabid bite. It's just if I change form now to seal this door, he is still going to shoot me. But I guess at this range, Impaling Vine does kill him while dealing no damage to me. So that's something. And you two can just save Jen's life via transference. Yeah, it doesn't have to be very difficult. So run you up, we'll run Jen up and make sure she stays closer to the dude. Okay, and now one of us just needs to make it over there, which feels like it should be extremely doable with the gale grenades and everything. I think we're going to once again. Oh, he didn't move away from the wall. I thought this was maybe going to turn out to be a little bit more challenging than that. Alright, I once again almost forgot that after you throw a grenade, you still have grenade throw selected. It feels like it should just naturally go over to the move command, right? Because you're definitely going to want to use the move command afterward. Shit. Militia up against chasers in there. Time to even the odds. You gotta watch out for them chasers. No two ways about that. So, as usual, if we just run Dahl out and then let the reactor chaser get closer, Dahl will claim his life absolutely for free. But also... Oh, I can't quite see him. That is inconvenient. So I can move somewhere and then get my... I get my move back when I static blast. How am I going to take advantage of this? I'd really love to be able to put Dahl in here in a position where we can charge this guy lethally, of course. The fact that he wants to step forward in this column and then change columns is really awkward. Because what I would like to, what I would love to do is just have Dahl like run to here and then charge him for 1 billion. I guess I can have Dahl run to here. That'll move that guy forward. Frustratingly, Static Blast does not quite put him where I want him. But I have to do something to prevent him from running into that column. So yeah, we'll run Jen over here. This will give us a great big charge. And then you can get Gale Grenaded. Cool. And then I could just like Broom Breach over to here, I guess. Or honestly, Broom Breach over to here. Grab some intel. And then if I Static Blast you now, it doesn't kill you, but I do get my movement back, and I could go seal the door. We still have to figure out a way to kill you then. But I could just, yeah, I could just use Dahl. I could riot block it. Like, that's actually fine. Alright, so if we throw the riot block right here. Oh, you don't have the... Sorry, never mind. I thought I had the thing that made it pop up to full height, but I guess I don't. Well... So Jen could still Gale Grenade. I was kind of hoping to avoid having to use it. But we could, like, let Dahl move over and execute a lethal charge or something like that. I guess I'm just going to use this how it's meant to be used. Dahl can take a hit from this handgun. It's not a big deal. Alright, and we're doing a good job keeping everybody in one piece. This guy is going to be a little bit of a pain. But if I run to here, then I once again get... Oh, I misread the columns there. No, I guess this is right. We just have to wait a little bit longer. So Jen gets to take some actions. Jen can run all the way down to here. Then Static Blast you lethally. And then we finish it off by charging again. Which does 1 base damage. And at this point, I think it makes sense to just refresh Dahl's action and lock up. Keep 2 militia members alive. Who do you think I am? There's a part of me, a very small part, that is kind of considering turning the difficulty up again. Alright, Banks and I are in position. Jen, what's your ETA? Gang's all here. Alright. Remember, the stone table is a priceless cultural treasure, so try not to slam anyone into it too hard. Well, why do I feel like that was directed at me? Ah, don't flatter yourself. I could obliterate that thing. I'm ordering everyone to just forget I mentioned the table. Let's just do this. It is a cool table. I'll give them that. Alright, so we got one of those nullifiers. We got 1 billion shield generators. A lot of dead guys. We can fix some of that. Obviously, this reactor shotgunner is not much of a threat. You can run over here, deactivate the shield thing. Oh, I didn't even notice you, heavy turret. That's a door control terminal. Okay, there is a turret control terminal. Well, obviously, that will help a bunch. But I was going to say, this guy is not able to actually threaten Zan because Zan can just predictive bolt down the front here. Provided that we get all the things turned off, which I guess is not actually that likely. Actually, out of curiosity, I grabbed this intel. Can I swap with that? No. I can swap with the neutralizers, but not with the shield generators. Okay, well then I don't know what I want you to do. It probably is post-breach, though. I think that makes some good sense. So we could, of course, do some broom breach shenanigans. I could pull this thing, right? If I ran to... I don't know where it even makes sense to go. We could pull it out of that room and into the open at least. I don't think it'd die. They have like 4 health, don't they? Apparently not capable of seeing that right now. Well, let me make sure. Okay. Can't destroy them, have to turn them off. It's a little inconvenient. Alright, if we deactivate the shield generator here... We still have Banks, who I don't really know what to do with. I probably want to keep the turret around if I can. But somebody's got to get over there to make that happen. There's also a lot of reinforcements coming in. Like a lot. Definitely need to get the shield generators down. So these two are, we're planning to have them under control. We don't necessarily need... Yeah, we don't necessarily need to devote anybody else's attacks to them. I think this shotgunner we're going to deal with by just not having anybody close enough at the end of the turn for him to be able to kill anything. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this with Jen. I'm going to grab this intel. I'm going to Gale Grenade in a way that pushes him out the window and refreshes my movement. And then we'll figure the rest out from there. It would have been nice to throw the Gale Grenade here, I guess. Maybe I should consider that. Because then I can Broom Breach and still do my move afterward. As it is, I have to spend my move action getting into Broom Breach position, which is less exciting for sure. Okay, this one's sealable. These two are not, right? So when this says seal any sealable doors, it means that one. That one is the only one. Yeah, this shotgunner is just not enough of a threat. So grab the intel, Gale Grenade yourself to here, Broom Breach out to there. Shield generators are down, which is certainly a big deal. So she can be the one who makes it to the, this is the, ooh, she cannot be. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, but she could run over to here, and then like we can make shenanigans happen, right? This is still achievable for sure. And then once the security doors open, we can have like Ryan or somebody. Well, not Ryan, because Ryan's used his thing already, but you know what I mean. Somebody figured out down there. If we can flip this turret, it's going to have a huge, huge, huge overall effect. It's a shame there's no way... Like, there's nothing to target over here with a chain bolt. Because I could chain bolt myself into position. I know that it will, it'll push us to the right position if we can get it to come from one of these tiles, or probably one of these tiles. So, like, maybe I could throw the riot block up there just, like, as an object to use. Because we kind of don't care what happens to it, right? Yeah, let's see. Sorry for all the hesitation. I'm like cogitating over here. Okay, so where does the third point go? What would even be useful? This is just the only economical way I have of pushing myself. I guess I can just like... No, I cannot. I was going to say I can throw a point of damage onto Heavy Gunner Plaza, but Plaza is not actually facing a direction where that is true. I push that guy for 1 damage. Oh no, I don't want to knock him out of that column, right? That would be bad. I really wish this would bash you against the table for 1, but I can see why it doesn't. Help us at all for him to be in the nullifier table? His attacks are all mundane, I assume. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, alright. Let's do... Don't necessarily want to put you closer to your goals, but... Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that pushes Jen to here. We get the laptop open. Now... we can throw the Gale Grenade down here to get Ryan's move back. It's a shame I can't quite get dull with that, but it's fine. Oh, I guess sorry, I don't know how to do that. I could throw it here and not only get him 1 step closer, but not deal damage to him. All right, hacking the turret's gonna solve that guy before he gets a turn even. Obviously, it's pretty trivial for Zan to flatten this dude, but does that make it right? Well, if we can kill off these two, we can be sure the turret will shoot the heavy gunner, which is something. Also, we still have banks. Like, we could protect people from the reactor heavy gunner with a simple transference. And in fact, I think that's exactly how I'm going to do it. So, let's charge you. Good teamwork, everybody. A 3-bolt burst on this guy actually does just kill him now. This dude is now almost dead. Swapping his position is not going to help. How do I get 1 more point of damage onto you? I would hate to use my transference. Ryan still hasn't vined. Okay, hold on. Let's rewind things a little bit. Yeah, that's just free damage. Also, Zan's terrifying. Okay, so now we fix this dude's positioning, get over here, turn on the turret. Zan just puts that guy down. The turret will handle the shotgunner. And I guess protective bolt across here. Banks just get in the room, I suppose. I am going to grab the mana on Banks here. It's a little hard for her to get it. And then we have a bunch of people who have like a movement left, or an action left. But I kind of don't think I actually want to use any of them. Alright, so we got to get somebody over to this door to seal it. That shotgunner is content to just stay perfectly still. As long as we allow it, basically. Alright, this reactor medic is gonna catch one of these. I was definitely thinking about doing a transference on like one of the friendly guys. We have a super heavy here. So I need 3 points of movement to move you at all. That is unfortunate. That said, you're actually not gas masked. So I gotta figure out what I think is the best way to set up for grabbing this. I guess the static blast probably happens now. Just push that dude through the door. Zan's got you under control. Actually, you know what, Zan? Hold on. Let me rewind to before I did that predictive bolt. I hadn't used this yet. Yeah, that's probably worth doing. Then we can just redo our Tom and Jerry shenanigans over here. Not that I'm not taking my own well-being seriously. It's just, you know. Alright, sorry about that. Little distraction. Yeah, all we really gotta do is deal with you and get people close enough to this door to lock it. If I come down here and I charge this thing, we can do a fair amount of damage. And then I have mana for a swap. I don't necessarily think the swap is very valuable, unfortunately. Here, you can sort of enter the room and just impaling find this guy for the rest of the kill. I don't believe... Okay, Jen's really our only hope on this. Jen is the one who has to get within range of the door. I was gonna say I don't believe Dahl is quite there. Yeah, I think that might be where I leave it. You're kind of committed already. Banks, I really don't know what to do with you, but I guess this... Oh, right, this person... Sorry, they're not going to take lethal. I have to do something else. Uh... Yeah, no, that's inconvenient. That is a non-lethal amount of damage, and then you're going to bring a dude back. I guess I could resurrect that guy instead? That'll cause some confusion. Zan takes a single point of damage here. I think that's fine. Oh, I put Dahl in a position to get shotgunned. I did not mean to do that. That's pretty funny. I like that. Oh, right. No, this person's totally going to die because they're going to get rocketed first and then... Oh, and then just actually not even do the thing they said they were going to do. Weird. Okay, well. Alright, obviously I want to lock this door. Can't quite kill that. I wonder if I run all the way around here. Oh, let me rewind. Sorry, I'm dealing with two of these things. Let's have Zan predictable. Ryan run all the way around here. Get the impaling vine on that one. And now Zan can just... You know, if it's after Jen, I actually have a really good plan. Nope, it changed its mind, apparently. Just made myself a little bit too hard to get. I feel like I can just throw false prophet out here and the dude dies, right? The fact that they do as much damage as they do seems almost criminal. I could Spectral Skull both of them. We don't use our mana for Spectral Skull often enough. Yeah, let's do it. And now that that's done, we have any number of ways that we can finish them off. Does Jen's thing, it doesn't quite push them into each other, it looks like? Well, yeah, no, it just gets that one. Then I think we're just going to use one of our Spore Bombs. When I thought this charger was running to Jen, the reason I was excited was that... Oh, right, I don't have to Spore Bomb. The extra point of damage we're seeing there is coming from the turret, which goes before they do. So actually, we're good. Yeah, never mind. We're good. Zan... hasn't just taken a shot yet this turn. And then I think we're kind of good to just wait. Like, maybe I want to put you... So that's a super heavy. That's a... one of those guys who runs at people. Or a chaser. So maybe I put Dahl here with the intention of landing that super heavy charge. And Banks is kind of where I want her to be. So here, the rockets should take care of these dudes. Hacking that rocket launcher was good. It was useful. So if we have Zan project a useful bolt, it just won't count. The guy won't he won't run through it. He won't run through the predictivity, which is annoying. If I move to here, you're gonna try to come after Jen. now that he's in this position, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I can't really make this as fancy as I want it to be. Obviously, the rocket launcher is going to play a part in killing this reactor super heavy. I think I'm just going to slam you against the wall, which gets a little support fire, and then just have Zan finish the job with straight damage. Oh, sorry. Need to actually select that. Okay. Ryan steals mana from Banks. Why did I want Jen to be here? Well, whatever. I was going to say I want Ryan to have that mana. All right, you can only steal mana once per turn, so I definitely don't want Jen here. Or do I want her? I don't know or think that it probably matters very much. I won't be able to do my own attack if I disarm the bomb. I think that's fine. I think we can use this. Oh, you don't even make it to the thing anyway. Well, that's frustrating. Yeah, that changes some things. Because obviously I want to put up 2 brittling darts. That is the play. But we're not going to be able to strip all of his armor, it looks like. Yeah, I really can't believe he can't quite reach that. I could do a rabid bite on Jen. What does that really look like? She becomes hostile to everyone, but her actions are used. I don't know, just get out of the way, I guess? Alright. 2 brittling darts. An impaling vine is not like the most amazing opening strike. But I think we're going to be able to kill this guy. Yeah, I think Dahl's going to do a pretty healthy amount of damage here. And then we're going to be able to just kill him on the spot. Yeah, there we go. Just move people around in front of Zan. He'll find a way. And that's 5 zones clear. It's a little slow on that last one, but I got there. Take back Badil's seat of government, complete. Mostly preserve that table, also complete. Yeah, it was a big deal. Look, we're helping. Alright, perks on the people who feel like they need them the least. Just more charging is probably good. There's something to be said for the extra damage potential momentum, but I am going to just take Rampage too. And then for you, more knockback, probably not. I don't know. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking like maybe there's not really a super compelling option here on Impaling Vine. Like, if you target a teammate, your action is refunded. It still deals the damage. You have to be in a position where pulling them 3 tiles is actually, like, not terrible. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be, like, not super negative value. And I'm not sure that I see a lot of those positions. Grip Thorns is something, but he's already so mobile. I guess I'm going to take Grip Thorns. I don't necessarily feel like either of those are amazing. All right. Let's lock those in, and I think that is a fine place to call it for the moment. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, it is on to the mana mines, and somehow getting that fire dude to accidentally destroy most of the planet's magical power. How exactly are we going to affect that? I still have no idea. But come back next time and you'll find out. And we'll see you then.